This is a horse who thinks that she's not, something else is getting something that she's not getting. She's like, when I put the millet out for the guineas, I scatter it, and then they have to hunt for it, and it keeps them busy for a few minutes, you know? And it's something they absolutely love. She saw me scatter it, and she's like, what are these birds looking at for? It's got to be yummy, and I want some, and she can't find it because it's millet, you know? It's little tiny seeds like that, you know? Yeah, I know. I need to comb them out again. I can't keep up with these burrs. They're little tiny burrs. They're like that big, you know? Little tiny things. What, honey? She's got hay in her stall. Okay, I guess when you gotta go, huh? Better out there than in the stall. Yes. Oh, look at your mane forelock. Sorry, sweetie. Yeah, I know. That fence is on. She's not impressed. I'm being mean. I'm keeping the horses in for a couple days. Give the yard a chance to bounce back from them because we had some rain. So I've got plenty of hay for them. So, and I'm being mean. I'm making Honey eat the hay in her stall before I put more hay out. Yeah. And I have Deeza roped off from her so she can't go in and help Deeza eat her hay. Because I feed Deeza loose hay because she eats better. But Honey, I have to slow her down so she gets her hay in a slow feeder net. So she's doing fine. Birds are going nuts. I only throw a little bit down by their coop. I'm going to be moving that coop as soon as I get the other extensions built for it. I want to move them further down in that general direction on the other side of this barn. I just want to try and discourage them from going up in that direction, which is where when they go down there, that's when the dogs come and pick them off. So, yeah, I need to completely redo the fence line. Oh, I got so much work to do. But this morning, what I really need to do is I really need to catch up on the dishes because I let the dishes stack up because we weren't getting the rain. We had a dry spell, a very lengthy dry spell. Well, we got some rain. My rain barrels are full. Almost, well, I filled some jugs yesterday, so they're not totally full. But so that's what I'm doing this morning. It's a chilly morning, but I got a pot of water I need to get on the burner to warm up so I can wash some dishes. And hopefully by the time it warms up, by the time the water warms up, it'll warm up out here and I'll be doing dishes. Yep, that's what I'm doing this morning. It's got to be done. Unfortunately, it has got to be done. They don't wash themselves. So, well, time to get to work. Well, good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? I am washing dishes. Yep. And before I got to washing dishes, I had to take care of the animals and warm up some water. See here, see the pot here on the burner of my propane grill. Okay, that's how I warm up my water. Okay. And this morning, while the water was warming up, and I had my coffee already and my breakfast. I said, you know what? I've had it. I need a dish drainer. I've got so many dishes because I'm so backed up because we didn't have the water. I built me a dish drainer. See right here? I just used what I had. The little thin slats are what was left over from doing the ceiling. You know, the ceiling's not done yet. But there's some pieces of wood that I couldn't use because they were too short or too warped or what have you. So, well, I'll use them to build me a dish drainer. Because I just have too many dishes for what I was doing. So I was standing here thinking while I was washing. That's a dangerous thing, you know, to think while you're washing dishes. You know, right now I'm washing dishes outside because it's just easier. It gives me more space. I don't have, my floors aren't done inside. The walls aren't done inside. I don't have running water inside. And it's just, it's going to be work. And I really am not expecting to have running water before winter. So, what am I going to do? How am I going to wash dishes? Well, we're going to use fewer dishes for one thing. I mean, we still use paper bowls and paper plates and plasticware to eat with. And that saves me some. But I use pots and pans to cook and whatnot because I don't want to turn the oven on. Well, come winter, I'll probably use the oven more. And I'll use more foil pans. They're disposable. Yeah, it costs me more money, but it's like, what are you going to do? You know? I got to really limit how many dishes I dirty come winter. So, what it is a matter of being adaptable. Okay? Oh, I have no doubts. I'll get running water eventually. It's just taking longer than what I had anticipated. And it's like, it is what it is, you know? Anybody that does construction will tell you that oftentimes things take longer than what you anticipate because things come up, you know? We had one setback after another with time and whatnot. And, you know, it is what it is. You just do the best you can with what you got to work with, and you adapt. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been adapting to what I had to work with. Posted a video this morning about the workbench work table. Because my workbench is inside the shelter, full of all kinds of stuff. I need to organize it again. I don't know what it is about flat surfaces. They always tend to accumulate stuff. So, Gracie, leave Angel alone. She's not in the mood. I tell you, the Angel's got the patience of Job. To a point. All Gracie wants to do is play. But the thing is she wants to play rough. It's like, cats don't play rough like dogs do. Gracie! Oh, I tell you. Oh, so where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? Yeah, so, you know, it takes time to build. And, you know, we've had setbacks. And, I mean, here, I thought I was going to use the well. Well, that's not proving to be very practical for home use. It's okay for watering the livestock if there's not enough water in the creek. But we're working on, you know, having multiple streams, no pun intended, of water for livestock. It's just all this stuff that it just takes time. That's all there is to it, you know. And there's only so many hours in a day, and plus you have other things you have to do, like dishes and laundry and, you know, running errands and doctor's appointments and just life. You know, all these things get in the way of doing what you need to do. So, you know what? You adapt. That's all you got to do. Yeah, I could sit in a corner and whine and cry and complain and moan and say, woe is me, woe is me. What would that accomplish? Wouldn't accomplish anything. So, I just adapt. You know, I need a work table. I have a free pallet. Build a work table. Okay? I need a dish drainer. I always forget to get one when we're out, you know, at a dollar store or something. And it's like, you know, I had enough. It's like, I've got all this lumber sitting around here doing nothing. I might as well use it. Okay, yeah, it's not the most sanitary, and somebody's hair is getting in here. It's not the most sanitary, and it's probably going to deteriorate over time. Well, you know what? The wood wasn't doing anything anyway, so I might as well put it to use, right? So that's what I've done. And it will serve its purpose. And you just you know, I get people saying, oh, if I could do what you could do, if I had the skills you have, if this, if that. I don't have anything special, you know? You don't know if you can do something unless you try. And I'll tell you, my first attempts at doing stuff, well, let's just say I don't think you're going to find any kind of archaeological museum years down the road, because whatever I built before just wasn't going to last. And even now, my skills are not that fantastic. I mean, there's some things I can manage to do, but there ain't no way I'd build a house. There ain't no way I'd build that barn. I could probably handle building a chicken coop, you know, but who cares if that falls apart in a few years, you know? Okay, the one I built up in New Jersey is still standing. So far. I built that. How many years ago did I build that? Was that like 5 years ago? My, how time flies. I got a fly or a bee or something buzzing around me. Oh, I got to put a towel underneath that, because I got to put silverware in there. Put that in there so my silverware doesn't fall out. stuff is pretty nasty because it's been sitting here soaking for a while. Didn't have enough water to wash with, but I just left things stacked up out here soaking so they didn't get too cruddy. Just what little rain that we had fill the pots, so it'll be easier to clean. I hate things being dirty. I really do. I need to get myself a shop vac. I had picked one out that had good reviews and wasn't terribly expensive and it wasn't huge because I don't have a whole lot of space for a big one of those big shop vacs. I just don't have room for it, so I was looking for a small one. And I found one. I was doing some shopping online. Then my computer crashed, and I don't remember where that one was that I found. I think it might have been at Lowe's, but I don't remember. And I'm pretty sure it was under $100. So I got to get online and look for it again and see what I can find. Need to warm up this dishwater. A little bit more. Anyway, so the theme of this video, since I get so easily sidetracked, I may have to do some fancy editing, but being adaptable, you know? People say, well, it's so hard. Why did you leave New Jersey and move where you did and do what you're doing? And, well, anything worth doing doesn't mean it has to be easy. This was not an easy move. Things didn't work out quite as we had planned, but there was a plan B in the works just in case, and even plan B had to be changed, you know? So, but it is what it is. I mean, even if those events that caused our plans to change, or slow us down anyway, hadn't happened, or had happened in New Jersey, we still would have been in a bad spot. There was no way we could stay in New Jersey. There was no way. Matter of fact, if we had stayed in New Jersey, we would have been worse off there than what we are here. Much worse off. At least here, I don't have any kind of government agency breathing down my neck because I don't have everything absolutely pristine and perfect and running just as smooth as possible. Whereas in New Jersey, they wouldn't let us live on our property if we didn't have running water and a septic and, well, okay, we have electricity, but if we didn't have everything absolutely perfect, the walls all finished, the floors finished, the ceilings finished, I mean, the fact that we're living with bare insulation in there, that wouldn't fly in New Jersey. No, siree. So at least here we have the option of living in a little bit more rustic manner than what is ideal, but it's ours. You know? And if I'm willing to live like this, what business is it of the government? Huh? Really? It's none of their business. They don't have to live it. They don't have to like it. Doesn't mean they have to stick their nose in my business. Well, I think I'm going to have to warm up some more water because I have that many dirty dishes. Oh, I'm loving my dish drainer. That's fantastic. I still have some things out here I gotta wash, but I think I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to have to warm up some more water because this is pretty nasty water right now. So really what this boils down to is, you know, yeah, things are a little rough around the edges, but they're my edges. And that's the wonderful thing about it. They're my edges. And there's nobody around to tell me any different or to give me any kind of grief about it. These edges will eventually be smoothed out. It takes time, like taking a planer to a rough piece of lumber, okay? Especially with a hand planer versus a power planer, you know? Yeah, they're rough edges, but they will eventually be smoothed out. So have a good one, people, and don't stress over the roughness of the edges.